ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
Oh, someone else is calling. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, it's Dennis Byron. Dennis Byron. I'm live on YouTube right now.
I'm here for you.
Oh, you want to call in? Would you like to call in also?
Yeah, I'm calling for you.
Okay, well, let me put your link in the chat. Hold on. Oh, I just sent you the link. Okay, so when you click it, you know how to do it, don't you?
It's on. You send it to my phone. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. All right. And when you click it, like only have one device on.
Okay.
All right. All right. Bye. Oh Lord, Dennis Byron has called in straight from the courthouse. Lord, I knew I should have stayed in the bed. Oh Lord, the receipts people be watching. I told you it's not how many is who that watches. Oh, shout out to Dennis Byron. Oh, Grimace had Dennis Byron in that video too. Dennis had Dennis. Grimace had Dennis Byron in the video where he was talking about Cardi B. So of course, you know, he's going off of hearsay. You know, I go straight to the source. I'm just saying. Hey, Binge Worthy. Shout out to Binge Worthy. Y'all go support Binge Worthy's channel. He doing big things over there working for Hulu and stuff. He got that Hulu money over there on Binge Worthy. Okay, Binge Worthy is trademarked. And yeah, so the truth prevails. Okay, what Tyler Perry told y'all, and y'all wasn't listening when he said it. Hold on.
This is Tyler Perry, and if you want the truth, a lot of blogs don't tell the truth. Straightfromthe.com. That's what.
Tyler Perry told y'all a lot of blogs don't tell the truth, but Straight from the A does. I have never had a problem with credibility. Okay, so there's that. I'll see y'all. You said who is Dennis Byron? Oh Lord, he done called in already. Oops, don't go nowhere, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Oh, it's the Dennis Byron show.
What's up, girl?
Did they close court early today or something?
Well, today there's no court today. The judge had some personal business to attend to, so we had to be back on Tuesday.
Okay.
So that's why I'm in my casual sweats.
I see you. You got the feline on. You see, I see you. I see all the bloggers taking all your stuff off your Instagram and stuff.
You know, I want to say that Cardi B was trending number 26 on trending because of my reporting.
Oh wow, you did a great job. Let me pull up your Twitter. I was over there lurking. I was like, look at Dennis.
Girl, you don't have to lurk when you got the first-hand account. You don't have to lurk.
Dennis, shh. They don't know all that. They think I don't do nothing.
No, you are a veteran, 15 years in the game. So people got to put some respect in your name.
They still lying on me about this Chris Stokes stuff.
We've been on panels together, so.
And can you explain? Well, you probably don't need that Chris Stokes. Why is they still lying on me?
Oh, that case was dismissed.
Well, I wish you tell the stupid bloggers that's going around talking about I'm still paying $1 million settlement. I wish.
How would they know what you're paying? Do they have access to your bank account? Do they see when you mail checks out? Make you know?
They're making up. How are they reporting on someone, aka Tasha K, making up stories, then accusing me of making stories, and then making up stories on me? Isn't that like crazy?
Yeah, I think that some of them are adapting her style of blogging, and you see what that got her in federal court. You know, it's this trial is going to set a precedent for bloggers, and I think that because it's been unchecked by YouTube, people have ran rampant in doing all this weird stuff.
Look, I was in your you were very, very detailed in your reporting.
Appreciate you, Michelle.
Cardi B stood up in front of the jury and showed them the length of her very colorful peacock, which she told the jury I gave her a makeover. The purpose of this was to show the jury that she was not the person in the beer bottle video.
Right.
What's her very colorful peacock?
So at one point during a direct examination by Lisa Moore, Cardi's attorney, the attorney asked Cardi to stand. They had a picture on the monitor. We had probably about 10 monitors in the courtroom. So they displayed a picture of Cardi and her tattoos. She has various tattoos. She has a tattoo of her sister Hennessy on the shoulder. She has the tattoos in different parts of her body. And she has a very colorful tattoo on her thigh that was remade. Like there was a makeover on it. And what Cardi did, she stood up. And when she stood up, because Cardi was wearing nice fitted pants, a top, and a pair of red bottom shoes. She stood up. She didn't lift her shirt. She showed the length from where the tattoo started and ended, which she wanted to show the jury that, in fact, the woman who was purported to have a beer bottle placed in her vaginal area wasn't Cardi B. This woman didn't have any tattoos. I think they identified the woman name as Luna Bell, who was on Pornhub. So it was,
so she had a totally different person. It wasn't even Cardi B.
Wasn't even Cardi B.
Okay.
Wasn't even Cardi B.
Oh,
I mean, it was just weird. It was just weird testimony by the husband and Tasha K.
Okay, so the first day when you tweeted about her taking the stand, and you were saying that the judge admonished her, and we're talking about Tasha K taking the stand in the Cardi B case. What was the judge upset about with her?
Well, when Cardi's attorney Sarah Matz asked Tasha K direct questions, Tasha K provided an answer to a question that wasn't even asked. So she was being non-responsive. They call that non-responsive. So the judge had to warn her not to do it again. He admonished her a total of 3 times for doing that. And I almost think it was a failed tactic. She was probably trying to throw the attorney off. And she said in her testimony throughout the course of 2 days, she didn't understand the question probably about 30 times. She didn't understand the question when the question was pretty clear. So I think it was a way of deflecting from the actual question. Okay.
Did she actually admit in court that she knew that it wasn't Cardi that she was talking about?
She did. She under direct examination, the lawyer asked her, "Did you know that what you were reporting wasn't true?" And she said yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
I mean, these type. I don't know what type of trial preparation her attorneys did with her or the husband, but I would just say that it was cringeworthy to watch. It was very cringeworthy to watch, and it was another.
So how long
part
was
in
she on the stand?
Excuse me.
How long was did Tasha K take the stand?
Oh,
like, was it a whole day?
Oh my goodness, she was on the stand for the first day 5.5 hours.
Oh,
it was a intense grilling, and between watching, you have to think about this. The jury, predominantly middle-aged jurors, was watching this woman use all kind of vulgarity in her videos. So when the lawyer turns to ask these questions, she comes across as docile, but in actuality, they're seeing what she really is. So the bombastic Tasha K that you see in these videos wasn't who showed up in court. She was stumbling all over the place. She was hitting the microphone, making just weird sound. It was just uncomfortable just to watch.
Wow. So when so when people say it's a $75,000, people keep reporting, that if she lose, she has to just pay this $75,000. Is that true? No, I thought it was more than that.
It's much more money at play. Okay. When you make a federal court filing, you put a bottom amount, but then you have, in the event of all these different damages that can possibly occur with a verdict, you have punitive and you have compensatory damages, as well as attorney fees. Cardi's paid almost $1 million to attorneys just to litigate the case. So you got to figure that if the jury and federal jurors typically award millions and millions of dollars in damages, depending upon who the person is and what they have lost as a result. And if you look at Tasha K's videos, and then if you Google Cardi B on YouTube, you'll see a Cardi B music video. And then below that, you'll see a video of Tasha K talking about Cardi B. So she's kind of manipulated the algorithm in YouTube so she can be attached to Cardi B's career. So, and this is a megastar, so the jury's looking at all that. And when they do their calculations, I just, assuming this is going to be a guilty verdict, when they do their calculations, it's a lot more at play.
Mm-hmm. So will you hear people say that, you know, Cardi B is stupid for suing Tasha K over this and she could have just went on about her business? How do you feel about that? Like, what do you think is the reason?
Well, ask yourself a question. The only thing that you have that's really tangible in life is your name. If Cardi B has worked this hard to build a name for herself, and then she has a family that depends on her, you know, Tasha K even called the father a rapist. You think someone that it's not even about money for Tasha K. So when people say Tasha K is trying, I mean, excuse me, it's not even money for Cardi B. When people say Cardi B is trying to go for her just her money, it's more about principle, because Cardi obviously doesn't need the money. Cardi's spending a lot of her own money, but it's when you listen to the testimony, this woman contemplated suicide because of all the things that she was being said about her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I tell you, it was really emotional in the courtroom when Cardi said that she had posted a picture of Culture right after Culture was born, and she had kissed her and posted it on social media. And one of the commenters said, "Don't you have herpes? Why are you kissing the baby?" And
oh, wow.
And she started crying. I mean, these things, people like, you know, they make fun of stuff like this, but this is just a form of cyberbullying. And people have to understand, you have cyberbullying, and then you're making a profit for cyberbullying. So you would liken that to organized crime, because now you have a company, Cardi B Studios, that has monetized cyberbullying. So that's a form of organized criminality, but it's in the civil court. Now, if there have been laws there would be change, and if they approach this differently, she could get herself in a lot of trouble.
Somebody asked about the jury makeup. Is it true that there's only 2 African Americans on the jury? Like, what's the makeup?
There is 2 African American jurors. You have 8 whites. Well, we have 9. We have 7 now because 1 was dismissed. And let me say something else that people don't realize. This is a defense failure. There's a when you pick a jury, you have what is called a Batson challenge. And a Batson challenge is pretty much you challenge the makeup of the jury. Tasha K is defendant. Why didn't our lawyers make a Batson challenge because of the makeup of the jury? And that was something they failed. Because if you recall the case of the McMichaels and Bryant in the Ahmaud Arbery murder, they made a Batson challenge because of the makeup of the jury. Her defense team didn't even do that. And that would be something that she could have argued on appeal. But because you didn't make it the motion at the voir dire process, that was a failure.
It's a lot. Okay, so I haven't talked to you in like 3 days. So her husband took the stand after Tasha K's husband took the stand after she did, correct?
Absolutely.
So I was reading in your tweets that he kind of debunked some of the things that she said. Like his answers didn't match up to what she said the day before. Like, what are some of the things
he refuted? I counted a total of 4 times that his wife on the previous day wasn't telling the truth.
Ooh.
A total of 4 times.
4 times.
And,
so they didn't even talk about their story. They didn't get their story straight.
I mean, that goes to preparation. And I think that part of the reason why he was telling the truth is there was reports that there was a Treasury agent in the courtroom. And if anyone know what the Treasury agent does, they investigate tax evasion. Their job is to investigate tax evasion. So if you're in federal court, you provide testimony as it relates to financial doings, and then, for example, this case is over, and you get a visit from the Treasury agent, and they say, "Well, you testified that you only owned 1 business. You said this in court. Now we found, based on our investigation, that you own several businesses, but you haven't filed taxes on those businesses." What do you think that says to Mr. Sheikh Kebi? Now, there's also, they got to remember that there is a statute of limitation to prosecute perjury, and it's several years. So a lot can happen in the course of several years if they had to do a forensic accounting of their businesses. And they look at the testimony provided under oath. And so it's a lot at play here. So the husband might have said, wait. You know, we had this plan, but, you know, Treasury agent may change the plan.
Like he didn't want to be totally responsible for the
No,
business.
it was, and I it's on my Twitter page. I posted a few of the inconsistencies they pointed out from his direct examination by Cardi's attorney. One of the inconsistencies was that Tasha K testified that her husband was the president of Kiwi Studios the previous day. When he got on the stand and was asked the same question, he said, "No, I'm not the president. I'm the owner." So Cardi's lawyer asked him, "Do you know there is a distinction between an owner and a president?" And he said, "No, I didn't know that."
Ooh.
So your wife was lying that you're the president. So here's where it gets tricky. He said that, "Have you ever used the title president in your company?" He said no. So why is your wife saying you're the president, but you're saying that you never used the title president? I'm the owner. And then in another exchange with the attorney, he said that he was the owner. If you're the owner, you receive several cease and desist. Don't you have the power to remove these videos? Well, no, that's what my wife makes the decisions on that. So you see the volleying going back and forth.
Oh, wow. So when I see you wrote, will Tasha K's husband, Check Nakibi, invoke his Fifth Amendment right of self-incrimination? So are you saying that he didn't have to testify because he was her husband? Like, could that have happened?
I mean, typically, if there could be a chance of some type of criminal prosecution, you invoke your Fifth Amendment.
Okay.
Well, I guess he went the other route and just decided to tell the truth.
Ooh,
this
is
so
juicy.
I mean, you have to make this determination in a small window. And are you going to get on the witness stand in a federal court? And people understand a federal court is not like a state court.
Right.
First of all, you got a judge who has a lifetime appointment. You have a judge that can make all kind of injunctions. It's just so much that can happen. You can hold in contempt. You got the U.S. Marshals in the front, in the back, all over the courthouse. So it's nothing for the U.S. Marshals to take you in for contempt. So I think he erred on the side of caution, just told what he saw the truth was.
Okay.
Not that he's absolved from wrongdoing, because
right.
50-50. But I think at that point he felt that he probably should have just told the truth and let the chips fall where they may.
Oh, we appreciate you being in the courtroom, Dennis Byron. And then it said, hold on. About Cardi B breaking down in the courtroom. How do you think that the jurors took that? Like, I see that she was crying and said that she felt like taking her own life, and that she felt like only a demon could do the things that Tasha K did to her. So
she said only a demon could do that type of shit. And then she looked at the judge and apologized, but she was passionate when she said that. And then when she was telling the jury about how her accusing of having and this, I'm about to tell you something very exclusive. No, I haven't put this out yet. I'm telling you in the platform. She said that when she was saying that it was calling her herpes B, she was saying that this would have an effect on her acting career, because if she had to do love scenes, no one's would want to do any scenes with her, because this false rumor about her having a disease was out there. No one else. This is
you know what? Me and my friend was actually talking about that too, because it could be several instances where that rumor could hinder her, such as like clothes or designers or things like that, or maybe a designer wouldn't want her wearing their clothes because this rumor about her having herpes, and it could be a trickle down effect, or the fact of the sheer embarrassment of all these people saying that you got this incurable disease might not want will affect your performances. So that
You
could in
know,
turn
when
affect
she
her
said she felt
money.
dead, she felt dead inside. She felt that, what was being said about her was just painful. She didn't want to make love to her husband. She had anxiety, depression. She slept late. It was just, it was really, painful to listen to. And you can see the jury was taking notes. They were very attentive. You can see some people, there were several, probably 2 or 3 people that were wiping their eyes as she was giving her testimony. I looked over at the defense table, because the husband's sitting in the back and the wife is sitting on the side. The husband was looking down when she was giving her testimony, almost like he was in shame. And Tasha K, I don't know if he disappeared. I don't see a video anymore. Are you there, Michelle?
My computer just froze up. I'm still here. I'm sorry.
Okay. So the husband was looking down, almost like he was in shame, or he was just looking down and didn't want the jury to see any reaction from him. But then I looked at Tasha K, and she just had this really stupid look on her face. She's just looking like, I don't know, it's just weird. It was like, you would think that you're going to a federal trial and you still have the videos up. You still have and admittedly said that you have them up to make a profit, even though you knew that the contents of the Star Marie Jones was untrue.
Mm-hmm. But
you have it up to make a profit, and the jury's listening to this.
I like the analogy you used about the bank robbery. Was that what you said?
Right. So someone asked the question, do I think that they will take a YouTube channel? And I said that if a bank robber uses a getaway car in a robbery, they don't give the car back to the bank robber. They confiscate the car. And I would liken this to, that can potentially happen. Once the judge makes an injunction, ban you from YouTube because he views this as cyberbullying, defamation, just a litany of things that he can use at his disposal. And then how about someone or a petition is started against YouTube for having this? This is the only case, if you think about it, that involved a YouTuber. The only case. So this case is going to set precedent. People are looking at this case when they file suits against other, and there'll be a snowball of lawsuits coming down the pipeline based on this case. And in the state court, they reference this federal case. So when you're looking at state court and someone files a civil suit in state court for defamation, they will look to the federal case and the decisions that is made in this case. So that would be the parameter that they will look at when they try to make a, you can take someone to state court. It doesn't cost a lot to take someone to state court. But just think about the significance of what can happen in a affirmative decision for Cardi B.
Listen, I'm with you, but you and I have had conversations about this a long time ago, because she targeted me on some other stuff, and I've always said that the things that she does, oddly enough, has increased her popularity, increased her numbers, and caused her to be verified. So it's almost like the controversy has been good, but
I'm going to beg to differ. I'll tell you why. You have someone that has come into the courtroom and has been shown to be a pathological liar. Now, any serious sponsors are not going to want to associate their brand with her. And you have 1 million subscribers. What does that really mean when you have to pay back for damages that you amassed from these lies? And do you think these lies were just isolated with Cardi B? Do you think
of course
these
not.
lies were just
No. And again, Cardi B can set a precedent, and then
Right,
you know other people can come behind and sue because Cardi B won. Okay, she's she's lied on other people. Hell, she's lied on me. She's lied on several people. So
well, she's lied on me. How about that?
Oh, she lied on you too?
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
hold on a second, Michelle.
You said the case will be used. Okay. Well, listen, y'all. I didn't expect Dennis Byron to come on. I was actually going to talk about this whole entire situation tonight, but he's here, and we can cut this up and share it. The first half of this video, we was talking about Justin J lying on me, and the second half of this video is about the Cardi B Tasha K trial. Now, how long do you think that this particular trial will last?
I think the jury's going to be charged on Thursday, and I think it'll go to the jury on Thursday, and I expect a verdict by Friday.
Okay. Oh, okay. So what do you? Okay, I might tip in there closing arguments or something. I mean, it's juicy. It's very interesting to see all of this, and people keep saying, "Oh, this is gonna affect all bloggers and this, that, and the third." Like, first of all, like I don't think it'll affect people as far as opinions are concerned, but it will affect people as far as the way they creatively create stories against people that can possibly.
It's going to affect the bloggers that they operate under lies, false rumors, lack of integrity. You got to do the homework. Do the homework. It's almost like do you actually just put stuff out there without at least doing some type of research? Because a lot of the stuff that you see on YouTube is regurgitated. And you got to be able to trust your sources. And I know bloggers say, well, we're not journalists, but in Tasha K's case, the lawyer for her, Sadir Sabiq, in his opening said that she's a journalist. Well, that was debunked within the first 15 minutes of her testimony. That was debunked in the first 15 minutes of her testimony. And then he referenced R. Kelly as to suggest that it was her that was responsible for his demise.
Truth be told, I think she lied on R. Kelly too.
Well, that's partly true, but what does R. Kelly have to do with a defamation lawsuit against his client? So I think that he was name dropping, and it fell flat.
Yeah,
it fell flat.
Ooh. Well, let me see. What was the last thing that you tweeted about? What happened yesterday in court? I don't think we talked about that. I'm looking on your Twitter page. It is literally
what happened yesterday. Is Cardi, she broke down the stand. That was the
okay.
Okay. Shouts to those who have given credit to the source. I did a search of the story, and I think every major outlet picked it up from page 6 to everyone picked it up for the most part. And I think that it's important that more people are aware of cyberbullying. I did a story early on about cyberbullying, and I can say, because it's probably going to come out, Cardi must have read the story and she reached out to me. So, and I'll just say that I can't say much more than that right now, but I would just say that her story, it hit me because I have daughters her age, and to know that someone that has worked so hard coming out of the South Bronx and pulled herself from a bootstrap to do all this, and someone is just being a bottom feeder in her career. She's being a bottom feeder in her career, leeching onto her name, knowing that she's saying stuff that is untrue, but she's still trying to profit off of it. So what's the difference between her and someone with a gun that's doing a stick up?
That's true. That's true. Because once you get them that click, it's a wrap.
Absolutely.
That's what that's what I always say as far as like clickbait is concerned and lies and all of that. Like you could say the most, explosive things on your channel and then, lie totally. And once people go, and even if they realize it's BS, they've already given you that click and you've already got the money.
She used the shock and awe to get people's attention. It doesn't, because you use shock and awe, doesn't mean that you're not lying.
Right.
And again, when I say you watch the videos, you understand that she's admitted in the open federal court that she will lie, connive to make a profit. And don't think it's just isolated to Cardi B. And Cardi B is courageous for taking a stance. Because you had a lot of high-profile people that was talked about and attacked that didn't take a stand because they probably didn't want to go through the scrutiny and ridicule of what would come out in the court. But sometimes you have to have the courage to fight. And this is, I'm from the Bronx. I know about fighting. She and I grew up in neighborhoods 20 blocks apart, and I understand why she has to fight. You got your family, you're taking care of your family, you got employees that rely on you, and you're tearing down people for profit. It's not just Cardi B that is taking a hit. It's a family watching her suffer. She has a husband. She has 2 children. She has a 4-month-old son. She has a 3-year-old daughter that will eventually be able to search the internet. So it's bigger than just someone saying in open court, I thought it was funny when I said she had HPV. This is a grown woman saying she thought it was funny that she said that Cardi B had an incurable disease. Just think about the mentality of someone that would say that.
Right. Yeah.
Think about the mentality of someone that would say, I thought it was funny when I said it.
Oh, you already know her mentality now.
Right.
So.
But I appreciate you bringing me on your platform.
Well, I appreciate you coming.
And keep doing good work.
Thank you. And you do the same.
Keep knocking those haters away from you.
Yes, this is me telling the truth. People don't like the truth though. People like lies. That's what we was just talking about, the whole Tasha K situation. People would prefer lies.
It makes them feel good about themselves. But at the end of the day, can you really sleep?
Okay.
Thank you, Michelle, for bringing me on.
Thank you, Dennis, and salute to you for your coverage. And yeah, you need to win a prize for this.
Hey, just want to keep the truth out there. That's all. I did win an award last year for outstanding media, by the way.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Yeah, actually, I got one on Def Jam up here, by the way.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep our eye on you next week, and hopefully you'll come back and give us some more updates.
A shameless plug, check out True to the Game 3. It's in theaters everywhere. I worked with Manny Haley on that movie project.
Okay, and, shout out Manny. Hey.
Yeah, shout out to Manny. And then we have a holiday challenge. You're still gonna watch a season, holiday movie. And I interviewed Beyonce's stepdad. We're gonna put that video up soon.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Wait, tell me what your social medias are.
At Mr. Dennis Byron on Instagram, or at Hip Hop Inquirer Instagram. And you can follow me on my YouTube channel at Hip Hop Inquirer. And you can follow my tweets on Twitter at Mr. Dennis Byron. Okay.
Mr. Dennis Byron on Instagram and Twitter. Hip Hop Inquirer on YouTube. Right?
Hip Hop Inquirer on YouTube and Instagram.
QUIRER on YouTube. And what's the last one?
Mr. Dennis Byron at Twitter. My Twitter is Mr.
Twitter,
Dennis Byron.
Instagram, and YouTube.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, y'all definitely follow and subscribe, because Dennis does like to the moment updates while he's in the courtroom. So put your notifications on.
Gavel to gavel coverage. Gavel
he gavel. Also, like, y'all have been noticing a lot of people who hurry up and come on live, but they going on live with Dennis's if they coming on live with Dennis's video from the courthouse. So y'all definitely.
Hold on.
Yes.
And the Cash App is at Hip Hop Inquirer. So you're still in all your borrowing content, shoot me a Cash App. How about that? Shoot me a Cash App at Hip Hop Inquirer.
H-I-P-H-O-P-E-N-Q-U-I-R-E-R.
HIPHOPENQUIRER.
Okay.
Inquirer.
All right. Y'all drop Dennis Byron a little son. You know, just for being here, for giving us a little son.
Those courtroom
And he
lunches
will
are
be back. Hold on,
expensive.
somebody said not the cash app. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with showing a little appreciation. Okay.
That's right.
Ain't nothing wrong with showing a
Ain't
little
no shame in
appreciation.
my game. I work hard for what I do. How about that?
Okay. And he be out there in the cold because, you know, he talk about, Michelle, you need to come up here. I was like, no, I don't. It is 30 degrees.
Hold on. I want to shout out real quick Tammy Roman for calling me the deacon. Hey, shout out Tammy Roman. Next time I do my my live, I'm going to put a bonnet on. How about that?
Not the deacon. Why she call you the deacon? You don't want to tell us?
I thought it was funny.
Oh, okay. Well, I definitely appreciate you, Dennis. So
well,
we'll be hearing more from him. And y'all will be seeing him all on everybody else's YouTube channel. And just know he's straight from the A. Just like
hey.
All right, Dennis.
Peace.
Bye. Yes. So we got some good old exclusives today. I had Dennis Byron on today talking about the Tasha K and Cardi B case. We got all of this information firsthand, but we got all the information first in the, all in this wrapped up in a pretty little bow this first hour.